And let's start with the fact that Donald Trump is now sending troops to Portland. And it's just, it's insane right now, because generally any other timeline, any other president, whether it was George Bush or Barack Obama or Bill Clinton or George Bush Sr., like, you would 100% expect that people on all sides would be looking at what's going on right now and saying to themselves, this is not good. This is, very easy to tell, right in your face, super bad. And when you have people like Gavin Newsom that are actually coming out and saying things like, we might not have an election in 2028. And my response to Gavin Newsom saying we might not have an election in 2028 is, we might not have elections in 2026. Sir, I think you are being very hopeful and believing that we are going to have them in 2026. When you have people like, you have James Comey being indicted in at worst is going to be something that comes, across as a really farcical trial, and we'll get to that in a minute. And then you have, troops being sent to Portland, troops being sent to Chicago, troops being sent to Tennessee, troops being sent to Los Angeles. What other states have they've been in now? I mean, any other time, people would be losing their mind, and it is absolutely weird that the group of people that are the most conspiratorial people in the entire country right now seem complacent about the fact that the president of the United States is doing this. And here's the other thing is, you would think, okay, well, MAGA isn't responding to this because it's their dude. But we've been doing like 8 months straight of Trump supporters fucking around and find out. This is like on a weekly basis, if not a daily basis, we are like pointing at Trump supporters and going, ha ha. Like, I mean, you would think that by now they might have gotten the plot, plot being a very good word for it, and figured out that this is definitely going to affect them as much as it's going to affect anybody else in this country. But anyways, we do have now troops being sent to protect war-ravaged Portland. War-ravaged. War-ravaged. Who are the troops? Who are doing the ravaging? Is it the blue-haired liberals with the gigantic gauge earrings and the nose rings? Is it the hipster with his Starbucks coffee? Is a man currently with a caramel macchiato in a venti cup really doing a lot of damage in Portland? Because isn't it just like, don't they just have like a lot of homeless people and people that are doing like psychedelic drugs? Isn't that what it is? I mean, we have definitely changed the meaning of a lot of terminology in this society. Absolutely insane, guys. Portlandia. They invaded Portlandia, guys. Anyways, let's watch the breaking news from CNN. CNN, this should be amusing. Let's get CNN's opinion on this. And then we'll talk about this a little bit.
Continue to follow our breaking news. Just a short time ago, President Trump announcing on Truth Social that...
Okay, this guy doesn't look real. This guy AI. He doesn't look real.
He is sending troops to Portland, Oregon to protect ICE facilities. Now, Portland is just the latest Democratic-run city that the president has either sent or threatened to send troops to.
I love watching these fucking gigantic vehicles driving through these cities. It's like, it's just everyday life, and then this fucking, like, tank rolls through. That's like me right there in that truck in front. I'm like, oh, shit. Hopefully that guy doesn't see that my tags expired this month.
Growing crackdown on immigration and on crime. CNN's Kevin Liptak joins us now from the White House. Kevin, tell us what more...
Hey, that guy looks more real. I think the guy on the left's AI, but the guy on the right's probably real.
Or have you been learning about these latest developments here?
Yeah. Silent. You thought he'd misspelled Poland for a minute. Oh, no. Oh, no. Trump invades Poland. Wait, didn't Hitler do that?
Yeah, and there's no question this is an escalation in the president's push to deploy the U.S. military on domestic soil. It follows this pattern. We saw it in Los Angeles. We saw it here in Washington, D.C. If the president choosing Democrat-led cities...
Oh, yeah, I forgot about pickleballs. I forgot about pickleballs getting beat up by that 15-year-old girl. You notice how many of these stories have just, like, been completely swept under the rug now? Like, they accomplished exactly what they wanted to with their Reichstag fire, and then they just moved on from that shit. Like, where is Pickleballs now? That also should be a book. Where is Pickleballs now? Where's the 15-year-old girl that punched him in the nose? Like, remember there was going to be a public trial, guys. There's going to be perhaps a hanging, an execution of sorts for a 15-year-old girl that had beat up Pickleballs and carjacked him. Remember that shit? The whole reason I have 4,000 subscribers on my Angry Ginger Live Clips channel is because this shit is fake as fuck video blew up and got 75,000 views. Like, what happened?
And states to make this push and really kind of pushing the boundaries of the use on domestic soil of the U.S. military. The president writing on Truth Social this morning that at the request of Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem, I am direct...
Oh, no. Trump says he's sending troops to protect war-ravaged Portland. Also says ICE facilities under siege from attack by Antifa and other domestic terrorists. I know you guys saw that stupid fucking evidence that was on the bullet from the guy who shot at the ICE agents and took the life of the 2 detainees and wounded a couple others, right? It literally looks like Kash Patel picked those bullets up off the ground and then used a ballpoint pen to write anti-ICE on it. Anti-ICE! That's some cringe shit. Nobody's writing anti-ICE on it. It'd be like fuck ICE. That's what it would be. It would anti-ICE, and it was one bullet. Like, and then of course it came out that the dude's like libertarian, and he's from like Oklahoma, right? And his like brother's like, my brother isn't even like political, but he definitely isn't a leftist. And then they were just like, okay, stop talking about it. They're not falling for us writing shit on the casings with ballpoint pens now. This is just like, it's the dumbest timeline. It's the dumbest timeline.
I love the poorly educated.
I just, what are you even supposed to say to any of this news coming out now? He's protecting ICE from Antifa.
Acting Secretary of War Pete Hegseth to provide all necessary troops to protect war-ravaged Portland and any of our ICE facilities under siege from attack by Antifa and other domestic terrorists. I am also authorizing full force if necessary. Thank you.
Full force! Full force! It's getting harder to laugh at this shit. I'm going to tell you that right now. Full force! That doesn't sound like that would end badly at all. How could that possibly be a bad idea to, open fire on American citizens, even if they have nose rings and bad tattoos? I mean, come on, man. Like, first of all, can we just go over the fact, okay, let's go over this first. Can we go over the fact that all of this information is being disseminated on a fucking social media platform that is owned by the president? Jimmy Carter is rolling in his grave right now. Abraham Lincoln, like the founding fathers right now, like they are all like fucking spinning like a top in their graves right now. Like, right now, the founding fathers are like, and y'all haven't done anything yet? Well, we had this one guy, he had a bullet that said anti-ICE on it. It's getting harder to laugh at. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
for your attention to this matter. Now, there are a lot of unanswered questions here. One is the timeline, when exactly we would see these troops arrive into Oregon. We also don't know what types of troops the president is talking about here, whether it's National Guard, whether it's...
He probably doesn't know either, to be honest. He probably doesn't know either.
Active duty military, and we don't know exactly what legal authorities the president will be
just driving around, wasting up all the white man's gas. Sorry, I went a little Clayton Bigsby for a second there.
Relying on, because remember, under law, it sharply limits the use of U.S. troops for domestic law enforcement purposes, and this has really kind of prompted a legal debate.
Benjamin Franklin's tweets would have been wild. Yes, they would have. Benjamin Franklin, a very, very cool figure. If people don't understand, Benjamin Franklin was quite the ladies' man. Benjamin Franklin used to sin so often that Benjamin Franklin had to, like, set up a fucking spreadsheet, like, before Excel was a thing. And he had to, like, put all of his sins in that spreadsheet. And then he was like, I'm going to try not to do this one sin today. So he would, like, put 13 on that bad boy. And then he'd try not to do, like, one of them. And then if he accomplished that shit, he'd give himself a cookie. He was like, yeah, I get to drink a beer tonight because I was a good boy. That's a real story,
the president did this in other cities around the country. Now, Portland has seen a number of protests around an ICE facility that's about 2 miles south of the downtown. They have been mostly peaceful, but there have been some violent clashes that have led to injuries for federal officers.
Guys, there they are. There's the Antifa, guys. There's the Antifa. That one person on the curb, she's wearing all black, guys. The Antifa.
It's led to arrests of some of the protesters. At one point, a guillotine was erected outside the building. The Homeland Security Department said at the time that that was unhinged behavior. And we've...
look at them. They're sieging, guys. They're sieging the ICE facility.
Also seen President Trump talk about this city over the last week. He said on Thursday in the Oval Office that we're going to get out there. He said, quote, we're going to do a pretty big number on those people in Portland. He called them professionals.
When in your life have you ever heard a president of the United States, of any country, to be honest, even like actual dictatorships and authoritarian countries, ever said we're going to do a real number on those people? We're going to do a real number on those people out there. Not really something that you want people in leadership to say. You guys remember, like, I don't know, like a day ago when they're like, you know, the left needs to tone down the rhetoric, man. Calling us Nazis and fascists and stuff, man. Like, that's crazy that, like, they say all these mean things about us. And then he's like, we're really going to do a number on those people. This shit is so dumb.
Professional agitators and anarchists, and you saw in his Truth social post today referencing Antifa. The president has taken steps this week to label that group a terrorist organization. Now, leaders in Portland have made pretty clear that they are not welcoming federal intervention. The mayor said this week that, like mayors across the country, I have not asked for...
I'm sure Chuck Schumer will send them a strongly worded letter.
And do not need federal intervention. That's the mayor, Keith Wilson. We've also heard from leaders in the city and state just last night.
He was also calling us Satanists too. Are they going to ban D&D? Are they going to ban Dungeons and Dragons? Is that next, guys? Is that what's going to happen? Are they about to ban Dungeons and Dragons? Are we going back to that time? Is rap music gonna be banned? How about rock and roll? Fuck it, the blues. How far back do we need to go with the fear of the other? How far back with the fear of the other do we need to go, guys? But don't worry, guys. They're not fascist. Don't worry. Not authoritarian at all. Super free speech and all that stuff.
As it seemed clear that this was happening, listen to some of what they said.
I am sick and tired of watching the people...
Nose ring. Called it!
People in my community getting brutalized because they are immigrants or because they dare to speak up.
Hey, she got purple hair too. Y'all done fucked around. You about to find out.
I'm sick and tired of it, and I'm tired of your lip service.
Engage hearings.
Show up and do something.
Well, I share the
That lady actually gonna whoop somebody's ass, to be honest with you.
frustration. We're trying to use every power we have as the federal
This guy's not gonna. That lady gonna whoop somebody's ass. This dude gonna write a strongly worded email.
team. Obviously, we're in the minority.
So you also heard Jeff Merkley and other officials there say essentially, don't take the bait, raising the prospect that sending these troops
Oh, that lady's taking the bait.
into Portland could be essentially
3 for 3. That's 100%.
an effort
Did not pre-watch.
to try and goad them into conflict. And so
Okay, Silent. We should all dye our hair purple. That's really funny, Silent. That's really funny. Yeah, haha. Haha.
it will be very interesting
I don't have any hair, Silent.
to see how this plays out over the coming days, over the coming week, just as we learn more about what specifically this federal intervention might look like, Danny.
Yeah, very interesting indeed. Appreciate you breaking that down for us, Kevin. Thank you.
Yeah, Kevin.
I love the poorly educated.
Here's the thing about all this. When they say what it's going to look like, I don't think that Trump knows what any of this stuff. I think that Trump just says to himself, I don't like them. They're mean to me. They say mean things to me. I don't like it. They're always talking about me. 97% of all the media always talking to me. 100% in Portland. And then people are like, yeah, we should send the army over there to Portland to, do a number on those people. And he's like, we're gonna do a number on those people. I don't know what that means, but it's okay. It's okay. Send the army. Can they take Portland, sir? Portland is part of the United States. Can they take it though? Sir, you are actually the president of Portland. I would like Portland. Bring it back. Ah! Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell, and check out that video on the screen now.